Keep going.
Is it going through?
Yeah.
Here it goes again.
Okay. Okay, stop.
It just doesn't make sense. But before we jump ahead of ourselves, I'm Tyler, this is Todd, and for the last few years we've been building an off-grid home in the middle of the woods, providing our own food, water, and even our own electricity. You didn't think we were roughing it, did you?
I feel cheap.
We've learned that living off-grid doesn't have to be the stereotypical cabin in the woods without running water. It can be whatever we want it to be. If you caught last week's video, we lifted this 60,000 pound pool and hot tub into place. It was a really, really epic project, but there were a lot of questions and concerns, rightfully so. I mean, I can understand why it would be confusing. A lot of you are like, what the hell are these guys doing?
There is a method to our madness.
Yeah, we thought that it would be a good opportunity to like actually better explain and not just show you like the hype of the crane. And as exciting as it was, I can get why there were some questions, so we wanted to quickly answer some of them for you.
Yeah, so one of the main questions was, why did we go with concrete? So we looked at a couple of alternatives. We looked at a fiberglass pool, but when we drilled our well a few years ago, we went through 80 feet of clay before we hit any type of rock. So with all that clay, the fiberglass pool, as we freeze and thaw winter to spring, would have lifted up out of the ground and cracked. So it's not viable for our location.
The second option we thought would be amazing, and a lot of you suggested it, was to match the shipping container home and build a pool using shipping containers. They're really popular and they're beautiful, but they're just not for a northern climate like what we have. You see these walls here? They're 8 inches thick, and all of that concrete absorbs all of the energy of the hot water. When it dips down and gets cold overnight, we're not gonna lose all that temperature to the air. It's gonna stay in the concrete, so the system will have to work way less hard to actually heat the water, which is super important for us.
So another question we got was, how are we gonna run this? So remember, we are completely off-grid, so that ties back into why we wanted large thermal mass. We want to be sure that we're running efficiently. We generate our own power and our own water, so we just want to make sure that we're being efficient with how we use it.
Yeah, and the thing is like, as far as pools go, this really is not a big body of water. And the hot tub here that I'm in, the way that this wall will work is it will spill over. So we're heating the hot tub section, and by like proxy, this is gonna get warm. And then the last major concern in last week's video was, what are we doing? Why are we so not focused and hopping from project to project? I can appreciate why it may seem like that in video, but the reality is, if we didn't install this pool now, we wouldn't be able to do it until late summer next year. And the reason being is where we live in Canada, we have road closures every single year from kind of like March until like the beginning of June.
Yeah.
It's because the freezing and thawing of the roads, it makes it so you can't drive heavy vehicles on it, so the roads don't get completely destroyed. So long story short is we lifted this in place now so we can hit the ground running when the snow melts and completely finish the pool.
We use it next summer, hopefully.
Yeah. The thing is, this is a very, very unique and custom luxury build, and in order to do that, we have to do projects here and there when we can get the skilled trades, when we can, you know, have people available to do it. We're not just gonna do projects linearly. So
yeah, and that's why like it seems like we're bouncing around a lot. We get to a point where we can't move anymore on a project because we're either waiting for material or we have an issue that needs to be figured out. So rather than losing the momentum that we have and that we feel, we shift gears and work on something else so we still feel as though we're going to bed having accomplished something.
Exactly. And as much as we would love to, you know, do the plumbing today and fill this with water,
we're not.
There's just more pressing plumbing priorities like plumbing the house. So speaking of that, we are going to get to work today on plumbing the container home, and hope all that context makes a lot of sense. And yeah, we're going to get to this when we get to it, but for now, we're going to press on.
Let's get going.
I would go a little more to the left.
Go this way?
Yeah.
You know, it's slick now compared to the old days, the old copper, eh?
Yeah. Here 10 tons long.
Yeah.
But,
They just, when you open it up, spread it like that,
And it
squeeze,
just-
naturally squeezes back in.
yeah, it's got like a memory, so it tries to go back to its original shape.
No, perfect.
Say there was a freeze in the pipe just right here in this portion,
Yeah.
bubbled up. when it thaws out, the pipe will eventually go back to its original form.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Anything you need help with?
No, I should be all right.
Okay.
Thank you.
I wasn't expecting this to be done or like this far along, so
Yeah.
this is like exciting to actually see the water lines in.
Oh yeah, this is gonna change the look of the house
Oh,
a lot, right?
Yeah.
At this stage, because you're gonna have a lot more mechanical involved.
Well, it feels like an actual house now. Like you can start to see, okay, this is where a sink actually is going right here. Where the drain is. Like
it's exciting.
instead of being like the sink's around here somewhere, and like there'll be a switch here. Like it's,
No, I totally get it, right? You're hitting milestones now, finally.
Finally.
A few weeks ago, I cut open the subfloor to install the ductwork for our air handling system. Dave and Dylan are using the same openings to run the plumbing lines and drains to the upstairs bathroom. Normally, we like to help with the work, but if you remember last winter when Dave was teaching me how to be a plumber, well, as it turns out, I have a few more hours to log before I'm ready to be a Red Seal. Dave, we've got this on the to fix list.
What you feel is what I feel now. Singing all these questions that I have for you now. Sing it. What is love? What is promise?
All right, now that all the drain lines are in and they have the path planned out for how they're gonna get the water lines everywhere, they're getting started on it, which is super exciting to see. It has these couplers that go on to join them together, and the benefit of that is there's no reduction of flow as the water's going through, and then it also lasts a lot longer. So definitely better to do it right, because once we spray foam and close all the walls in, we're not gonna be able to go in easily and fix things if there is a leak down the road. So better safe than sorry. So I've been corrected. These are not couplers, these are couplings. So the couplings are what join the two pieces of tube together, or if you have an elbow where you have to go like a 90, there's a little, like these things for joining them, or there's these T's, there's all kinds of it. This is why we have the professionals in.
It feels actually pretty incredible to be finally making progress again.
It feels amazing. Not incredible, amazing.
You feel good?
I feel really good. Do you want a glass of wine to feel even better?
You have one?
Obviously.
Obviously, sure. Hey, do you want a glass of wine? I had to step over Charlie on the way here, by the way. We've lit the first fire of the season. It's feeling so fall and cozy.
He loves a good wood stove.
You in your spot, bud?
Oh, this is perfect, guy. Thank you.
Oh my gosh. He is way too sweet. We just put out the Halloween decorations, which is really exciting. A little bit later than what you normally do.
Oh, yeah.
Todd likes to decorate like 2 months before the actual season, so stick around for November 1st and
Wow.
it'll be Christmas in here.
Who knows? With the rate we do things, everything's so delayed. It could be February 14th and we're putting up a Christmas tree.
True. Anyway, we are snuggling up for a very cozy Halloween night. And instead of watching like our typical like scary movies, we're continuing on with our British binge. And that's thanks to the sponsor of today's video, Surfshark. Without getting too technical here, each device that connects to the internet has a unique IP address, and whether you're using Netflix, Amazon, Disney, whatever streaming service you're using, it restricts the content library that you can access based on the region that you're in. By using Surfshark, we're able to trick Netflix into thinking that we're really in the UK. It's totally legit, totally legal to use, but it opens a completely different content library for us, and we're obsessed with it. It's probably why the house build is taking like 4 years to do.
Hey, stop giving away the secrets.
All jokes aside, Surfshark is really awesome and is worth checking out. It's less than the price of a cup of coffee. When you use the link in the description box down below, you're gonna get an exclusive offer. Definitely check it out. What's wrong, bud? Hey? You ready for snuggles?
I want to know who the murderer was.
All right, we're gonna get back to it. What do you think, hon?
Just about done dishes and I'll be right over.
All right, we're gonna get back to our show. We've got a busy day tomorrow, and we're gonna get after it. We'll see you in the morning.
We've got time to waste, let's waste it right. We got time to waste, let's waste it.
Good morning. We woke up in the middle of the night last night to a power failure. We still have no power anywhere on the land, which is a really big deal. It means we Can't pump water, can't turn on a light, can't do anything. The strangest thing is our batteries are saying that they're at 70-something%, even though we're getting no power. We tried for like an hour to figure it out, but couldn't get it. So we called Adam, our electrician. He's just getting here now, and we are gonna figure out what is going on with our system.
Have you tried charging with your generator yet?
Yeah, we've had to. Like, if it's really gray, it'll cut out, and we've had to fire up the generator.
And I think we're gonna want to remove the caps so that I can get my meter in there and test each battery individually.
Yeah.
To see what they're balanced at.
Okay.
And then we're gonna want to troubleshoot the battery balancers.
Yeah.
I think they light up when they want to balance, right?
Yeah, sometimes they light up, and then this one over here lights up orange. These two don't light up orange. I've never seen them, but this one.
So I'll test each battery.
Okay.
We'll record the voltages.
Okay.
And then we'll just see what we're at here.
Sounds like a plan.
So this one's off here. When I shut this one off, it shuts the entire system down.
Mm-hmm.
So that means 2 of your strings aren't working right now. I think what's happening is the system's being backfed through the battery balancers. And that's why I was still getting voltage.
So being organized in a project like this is really important. Todd printed out all of these manuals and kept it here because when we don't have power, we also don't have internet, and cell signal is really weak. So looking it up is just not an option. So having all of these books makes things a lot easier.
Do you want the ideal voltage, was it, Adam?
Yeah, like 100%. Most of them are at like 13.19. Between 13.17 and 13.19 is like kind of the average right now.
Here it is right here. It says bulk absorption is 14.2 to 14.6 and float is 13.4 to 13.
Yes. That's how it's supposed to go together. But now look, this won't even fit on there because it's hanging down.
Yeah.
And even if I flip it the other way, it's even worse.
Really?
So it's not the right size.
Yeah, that's even bent.
And like melted.
Melted out.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Wow, so it was smoking.
Yeah, there was heat in there.
Wow.
And that's one that didn't really see any heat.
Look at the difference.
Wow.
That's scary. Maybe they sent us the wrong ones in the package and we didn't know.
That's what I'm thinking, is that they got packaged wrong.
But you would think like when you buy from an electrical supplier, they'd give you the right...
Right size?
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't look right. So we're gonna have one going to these guys, right? The long side or the short side of this island?
Long side. This
Long
side
side,
here. I want to be able to like dim them down, but also if people come over, it is nice to have that bright light too.
Yeah. Cleaning it's nice to have the bright light.
Yeah. We just don't clean. Because it's so open, like if I come down in the middle of the night, I want to be able to turn the lights on.
Yeah. Okay, so I think that takes care of pretty well all your lighting.
With a solid plan for the remaining electrical and the missing parts to fix the system on hand, Adam came back the next day to try and get things back up and running, as well as to pull the wires through the 225-foot distance from the power building to the container home. But as our luck goes, nothing went to plan, so we had to call in some reinforcements. Good morning. So I'll spare you all the nitty-gritty details. To make a really long story short, we need to figure out how to get this house power. And the first thing that we need to do in order to do that is to run this 200 amp cable. It's very, very thick. It needs to fit through a 2-inch conduit. Didn't work. We tried it for 2 days and kind of at our wits' end with it. So my parents ended up coming over from Newfoundland. All of you often wonder, like, where are my parents in this whole equation? And they live in another province in Canada on the most east coast side. Anyway, long story short, they decided to come over and help us because Todd and I have been feeling really frustrated with this project. So we are going to come up with a plan and get this done.
Okay.
So I guess the first thing is to fish it and get the rope through.
And we have lube. Everything's better. I'm gonna grab a broom though to put... Oh yeah.
What we can do is, what is that, probably right here. Oh, there we go.
Oh, sorry. Oh yeah. Where is the fish?
In the power building.
Probably. So we'll push it down this way, and then we'll pull the fish back.
What are we using for bait? Worms or flies?
Gonna make it right, little like an offer I can refuse. I'm on the road, it's my time, taking control of my life.
Nothing yet.
Still not there?
No! hear it.
Oh, you can hear it now? He's still pushing, so.
Todd,
What?
where?
Oh, whoa.
Are you by the pipe?
Yeah, I can hear it coming. It's getting louder.
Okay.
He said he could hear you through the pipe.
Yeah, it's like the telephone game, like those tin cans. It's like, you know, at those playgrounds where they have those things.
Yeah.
Is it not long enough?
Flimsy. It's like it's going like that, right?
Yeah.
He's hauling it back and they're gonna see how long it is.
Okay, so it's 52 meters, roughly 52 meters. So that's about 150, 160 feet.
Yeah, so we're pretty close.
We're gonna come and push it from your end.
I hope this works.
That's the thing, like we were 150 feet that way, and if you're down 150 feet this way, you're past where we got stuck. So we've been trying everything. The fish tapes are not working. It's like it's hitting a brick wall and it just won't go any further. So we got a plastic bag and we're gonna tie a string on to this end, then use a shop vac on one end to suck, and then a shop vac on this end to blow, and then hopefully it comes. What?
Turn it on and blow it through, see if you can feel anything coming out.
Okay. A lot of air coming through. Reverse. Vacuum. Switch it to suck.
Okay, tell him to try.
Okay. Keep going.
Going through?
Yeah.
There it goes again.
Okay. Stop. I just got the rope in it. I gotta tie on a piece.
What, like, why did we not have the walkie-talkies?
Okay, go.
Okay, you can stop. It's not moving anymore.
It just doesn't make sense.
It's so weird.
Okay, I'm gonna go over there and see.
You stop for a sec.
Hang on.
That's what it was.
Okay, just pull that taut.
That's exactly what that was. Yeah, that was where it was getting caught. Like something so simple.
Oh, okay. Then they'll just pull it out on that end.
Got it connected?
Okay, you can pull. Are you guys good?
Yep.
Okay, we're gonna cut it here off the spool.
I can't believe that worked. Such a relief. So what we did this time was we decided to double up the rope. So you can see here, this is what we're gonna use to attach the 200 amp wire and then pull that through the conduit. What happened the other day when the electricians were here is this rope snapped and then we were screwed, right? Like there's no more rope in the conduit to pull. But now doubling this up, we should be good. So I think what we're gonna do is start feeding that 200 amp wire into the conduit and start pulling.
Okay.
All right, so let's start pulling the slack back. Then you can start with the lube and all that stuff.
Okay.
It's never easy, is it?
Okay, I'm just gonna put a ton of this in. When in doubt, add more lube.
So are you good?
I'm good.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, good.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
One sec, I need to, I'm just gonna put some electrical tape on the conduit because it's kind of messing with the coating on the wire. So we have to quickly wrap all of the lines in electrical tape just so they're all together and they don't get jammed up. That was the problem that happened last time. The green thin one, the ground wire, got wrapped all around and messed everything up. How you doing? Good, it's hard under there. There's not a lot of room. What do I got, rocks in my hair? 6. Oh. Okay, we're gonna go tape that. Okay, so we go white, green, and the two blacks together.
Well, we try to get the green in the middle.
when the electricians were here, all our might, and it would barely go through. Okay, let us know when you're ready. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, jeez.
Good? Can't do any more?
Well, I can't. So we'll hook it up to Ruby and just pull slow.
We're gonna hook it up to Ruby to pull slowly. It's a lot of weight now.
Oh yeah.
And as I move and you move and we'll move far away. I hope you
Okay, you ready?
Whenever you're ready.
3, 2, 1.
I'm gonna have to go back and see if it's up at the hole now.
I can run up if you just want to stay there. Okay, you're good to keep pulling.
Right there, that's the last tape.
Okay. Where just that's the end.
Yeah, that's the end of the tape.
Like I think we're good there. All right, so finally pulled everything through. I think we've got enough slack on the end as well. Oh yeah,
Tons.
that's tons, eh?
Yeah, because we just gotta get to here.
Yeah, this is like beyond a win. Like we're done.
Oh, that's
Tons.
like night and day.
It's a win for today. We're calling it. We're gonna go make some dinner and relax. Without a guest room or even a place to host people, it's been tricky for my family to visit us these last few years, but they graciously camped out in the trailer, and the next few days were all about spending quality time together. We celebrated Eddie's 9th birthday and even got to spend some time with our sister-in-law and nephew. We all had a really great time together, and as you know, we've been working on a way that we can spend more time with you as well. This Wednesday, October 18th, is the first week of not just new Sunday videos, but Sunday and Wednesday videos. There is so much more to us than just two guys building a shipping container home. We cannot wait to curl up on the couch together and kick off this next chapter. Little actions that take only a few seconds, like making sure you're subscribed to the new channel, giving our videos a thumbs up if you enjoy them, and opening Apple Podcasts, leaving 5 stars and a review of why you're looking forward to this new show, tells the algorithm that it's worth sharing more broadly and not just within our online community. If you enjoy our videos, it would really mean the world for that sort of support. And until Wednesday, see you soon.